What's up, guys? This is Up212 back with another video. This one's going to be a little different, and this is going to be a tutorial on how to wheelie almost any bike. The four main points to popping a good wheelie are pedaling, balance, braking, and control. Pedaling, you need to constantly be pedaling until you get to the point where you're able to coast, which is where you can just kind of glide on one wheel without pedaling. Braking, because if you don't use your brake, you're gonna roll back and you could fall. Balance, because you need to know how to position your body, you need to know how to pull back, and you have to also find your balance point on the bike, which is where you don't need to use the brake or pedal anymore. You can just kind of like sit there. And then control, you have to know how to control the bike to move it in whatever way you need. Like in a turn, you're gonna need to lean the bike a little more. When you're trying to slow down, you might need to pull back. When you're trying to speed up, you might need to lean forwards. It's all about controlling and manipulating how the bike moves. The first step to popping a good wheelie is pedaling. You have to know how to pedal, and you have to also be able to brake. So what I like to do is when I ride around normally, to get familiar with it, because it's quite uncomfortable at first, I always ride around keeping one finger on my rear brake and one finger on my left brake, just to get familiar with this feeling. Because to ride a wheelie, you're either going to ride with one or two fingers on the rear brake, because you might otherwise loop it. Now, the first thing you got to learn when popping a wheelie is you have to find a comfortable spot to ride, like a nice open space, and then you also want to find a good gearing. So I'm in like a low gear, I'm in 1/4, and what you're going to want to do is, just going to circle around, you're going to want to find a good gear, and then you just want to slide and pull up. Just like that. You want to pull the bike up while pedaling at the same time. So we'll put it in slow-mo after, but you want to pop up like this. Kind of like that. So you really want to throw your weight back almost. You want to start forwards when you're first learning, like this, and then you want to kind of pedal and pull at the same time. See, I didn't have my finger on the brake, that's why I went back like that. So the first step would be really pedaling and pulling at the same time to get the bike up. And then once you get it up to a certain point, you have to hit the brake. So I'm not going to hit my brake now. I'm just going to have my finger there. And I fall back like this because I didn't use my brake. But if you use the brake, you'll be able to counter that force. And this is where consistency and balance and control comes in. You go up, hit the brake, go back down. Then you go up, back down, and up. I didn't use my brake again. But yeah, so with consistency, you want to go up, down, up, down, up, down. And just practice getting familiar with using your brake and having control over how the bike moves. Alright, the next biggest step to doing a good wheelie is you have to feel comfortable on the bike if you're riding, and you also have to feel comfortable with your brakes. If you don't have good brakes or your brakes are shoddy, it's not really worth it because, well, you won't be able to stop properly. Like, you'll go up too far, you'll hit your brakes as hard as you can, and they'll barely do anything. On my brakes, they're like, okay, they stopped me enough, I got used to them. But like, hydros and disc brakes are really the best you want. Like the best kind of brakes that you probably want. And yeah, so when you're riding on a wheelie, you really want to find that comfortable position. I see a lot of people when I'm teaching them, they'll pull up and then they'll push forwards. They'll rather than trying to push the bike towards you, if you do a wheelie and then you pull the bike towards you, you're gonna put yourself in a very uncomfortable position. So what you rather want to do is you want to pop up and then you want to lean back. You want distance yourself from the bike. Rather than push the bike away, you want to move back. Because I see a lot of people when they're learning, they'll pop up and then they'll lean forwards like this and they'll drop. And when you do that, it becomes frustrating. And also, because once you get frustrated, you put a lot of effort into it, you go all the way up and then you fall. And then I've seen people get really hurt doing that because they don't know how to use the brake yet because they don't practice. It's just finding that sweet spot on your bike where you feel comfortable. You have to pedal, you have to pull, hold your brake, and then just you have to really manipulate the bike. So what I like to do when I first started learning is I actually went into the lowest gears on my bike, and all I did was I just kept practicing this. I pop up, and then I drop it. I just pop up for a second, like this, and then I hit my brake to bring myself back down. And I did that just so I could practice feeling how the bike would react when I pedal at different forces. Like if I pedal it really soft, it'll only go up to there, but then if I pedal really hard, I'll get up to like 12 o'clock. So you really have to find that comfortable spot on the bike where you feel like that's the right time to use your brake. If you use your brake here, it's gonna be too late unless you're going pretty fast, and then you'll maybe flip over. But you have to really find, this is kind of the angle you want to be at when you start. You want to be at like 45 degrees, like this. And I just pull my bike up like this, and this set me at the perfect angle to get familiar with how the bike was going to feel when I was going to go. And I would just sit like this. I usually have someone hold the wheel, and then just sit like this, practice tapping my brake, leaning back, hitting the brake, catching it, pushing down, and just practice manipulating the bike from this set position. Because you really have that perfect, you're on a very clean angle. You're at like 45 degrees, nothing too much. You're not at like 90 degrees, you're not at 12 o'clock. You're not at like 30 degrees where you wouldn't be able to reach, like wouldn't be able to save it. So you're at a perfect place where you will be able to catch the wheel and you will be able to hold it for a little bit of time. But as you get better, you're gonna want to slowly move up and maybe get even up to there on this part of the bench, or like go from the back. You really have to be comfortable with the way the bike feels, because it's a completely different way, feeling to ride a bike normally than riding it on a wheelie. Riding it on a wheelie, you feel like you're gonna fall off the back of your bike. You feel like you're gonna want to slip, and you feel like you're gonna panic, so you like to take your feet off, because not very many people are used to such like a big increase in the angle, because you feel like you're gonna fall off. It's pretty scary actually at first. So really you gotta get used to that brake. You have to trust your brake, and also you have to know how to fall really. If you don't know how to fall, like you're gonna be on a ride out, or you're gonna be riding with some friends, you're gonna pop a wheelie, and you're just gonna, sorry I was in the wrong gear. You're just gonna pop a wheelie, and then you're gonna just drop your bike like so, like that. You don't wanna do that to your bike, because you know, put a lot of work into it, you don't wanna destroy it. My bike I'm fine, because it's like all like protected and stuff. But so you have to know how to catch the bike. So what I also used to do when I started, so I'd do this. And I'd just practice catching the bike. So I'd pedal up really hard, just like this, and I just swing my right foot out, catch my stance, kind of like this, and then tap the brake to slow down the bike, depending on what speed you're at. All right, so now I'm gonna teach you guys 3 basic tricks that will be really cool for you to impress your friends and just show off a little bit when you first get that wheelie down. All right, this first one is going to be a foot out. That's pretty much the basic trick that you want to learn. You can get comfortable holding your foot out like this. Then you can easily, once you get comfortable with that, you can easily switch over to doing combos and like little crossovers. Like now I'm going to demonstrate a foot crossover. Just like that. That's a crossover. That's like the basic combo that you can learn. And now the next one's a little more complicated, but it's not too difficult. It's called, basically it's a one-hander. Just take one hand off the bar while keeping the wheelie going. And I'll give you some tips on how to do this one right after. And so to do a one-hander, which is a very simple trick actually once you learn it. I just learned them not too long ago actually. All you have to do, find your balance point and just stop pedaling when you find that point, and only pedal like very slowly to keep the bike up if you need. And then just take the hand down and twist the bar whatever way you feel necessary. Don't do it like this, because then your foot will hit the pedal when you pedal, and that could cause you to fall. And don't hold it like this, because if you fall, drop it, that's a bent rim. Just take it off, and then be ready to just grab anywhere. Just grab anywhere on the bar and you'll be fine. And yeah, that's the tutorial on how to wheelie and how to do a couple basic stunts. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.